I am never surprised when a group of old antisocial nerds online in the tabletop role-playing game hobby look at me and say, man, you don't behave like normal. I'm like, well, not normal to you. Yeah, you got to tell some of these people, outside of their bubble, most people won't let you just casually talk shit to them. Most people behave like me. That's the majority behave like me. The majority do not behave like a bunch of nerds that are willing to be humiliated to talk to somebody. Right? It's like, most people are like me. They demand respect because you got to take enough humiliation at work from your boss, from everything else. You don't really put up with shit from too many other people in life. I can understand how the social group functions in the tabletop role-playing game hobby when you get to the old school. It's the only thing I say to those guys is it's fair that you behave the way you do if you want to, but that's not how everyone outside of your small, tiny little grain of sand group behaves. You'll call me, I have an issue. There must be something wrong with me. It's a cry for help. What? Having self-respect and not putting up with shit is a cry for help? Well, guess what? When I encounter with my content people outside of what they call the old school tabletop role-playing game community, nobody says to me what they say to me. Nobody judges me the way they judge me. And that got to tell them something. Right? It has to tell them something. That means only in their small, nerd, antisocial bubble does the behavior that they have normalized exist in a normalized way. Right? It's not me that is not behaving like normal. It's them. But imagine if you've been in the bubble for so many years that you forgot how the rest of the world behaves. Like, if I go tell people in the real world, hey man, I don't put up with shit. Yeah, everyone will get that. And if you talk shit to me in the real world, I would just tell you to fuck off and you wouldn't talk to me again. And everyone would say that's normal. Because it is. See, there's some weird things that go on the internet because you're competing for all this type of stuff. But it gets even weirder when you get that competition stuff, but it's going towards a group of old nerds. And really what they're competing for isn't much. It's not even... imagine you're competing like you can go for $1 million or something, but there's not $1 million or something there. It's like they're in a field where there's a ceiling, there's a limit, but you'd swear they were playing the game, deceiving each other, backstabbing, as if the limit might be like 20,000. But they're like, man, we're shooting for $1 million. But I'm like, there just isn't $1 million there to shoot for. At least not in the way that you're shooting for it. Does the number get bigger the more open you are? Of course. But I look at the old school right now and look at their content creators and go, no, given the way you do content, there's a ceiling. There's an absolute ceiling, and you're going to hit it. And I see a lot of backstabbing and anger come from that group, but I don't get it. It's like you're competing as if you can get more than what you got, and you've been doing this for years. But when I look at all your numbers, all the two-faced people in that hobby, part of the hobby, all the people that will betray each other, I look at their numbers over like 4 or 5 years, and I'm like, well, what have you gotten out of it? Like, I know some guys that lie about everyone. But I'm like, so did you get the following? Did you get the payoff for doing all the backstabbing? Like, you're competing as if there's more there for you to compete for than there actually is. Like, there's a lot of people that have tried to burn me over the years. I'm like asking them, okay, did the drama with me get you money? Did you grow? No, you haven't? And I've been telling some of these old guys for years that it's just not there. There's a ceiling. There's a limit to what you can reach. So there's no point fighting over something That's not even optional to you. You can't fight over it. There's nothing to fight over. You don't got to fight for 1 million people. 1 million people aren't going to bother with you. Right? I just got to be real with you. You're going after money that doesn't exist. You're going after popularity that doesn't exist. It's not even possible for you to reach for it, even if you want to. And you try to burn people down to get there, but I don't get it. You're not there. I know guys who have straight up admitted to me years ago when they were doing it, yeah, I'm doing this to you, like they tell me in private, to grow. Here we are years later, and I'm like, well, you haven't grown. You haven't got there. And there's a reason, because it's a waste of time. There's all the conflict I see with old nerds online, it confuses me. Because it's all petty. There's a bit of popularity, I guess, in the bubble that you can get. But beyond some slight popularity, there's nothing. And guys are in the old school right now crucifying each other for nothing. I mean, there is nothing to gain. I'm like, so you're doing character assassination on that YouTuber. You're going to kill his growth. He's not going to be able to grow with the audience. I mean, that's pretty cruel. That's really hardcore. That's extreme. Why are you doing it? Oh, he has a gaming opinion that you don't agree with, and you're, what the fuck? But that is constantly happening in the old school. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. They'll look at me and say, man, Steven needs help. But I'm like, dude, my life is good. Well, I admit, getting online where I don't put up with shit, and given that I only went after the old school for a while, yeah, it's a limit to who I talk to on here. Now, in real life, I'm a social butterfly. And in reality, I'm a social butterfly on here for the few people that I do talk to. So it's not like I don't talk to anyone on here. I don't game on here because given the type of players that I would recruit, which it's hard to recruit like 5e people, so I would end up recruiting from the old school. But imagine if that audience is completely turned on you. It makes it really hard. Like, the same crowd that won't let me recruit from them will go, he can't get a player. I'm like, well, it's due because you're immature, you hate me over stupid reasons, and you won't join a game if I go to recruit for it. Okay, fair enough. And have I still gamed off and on anyway? Have I ran some one-shots and pulled some things off regardless of all that jazz over the years? Yeah. And before the old school turned on me, people forget that I ran games on here successfully for well over a decade, right? Thousands of gaming sessions ran between audio and text. You know, I started, really text was a mix of going, early was Merc and then went to OpenRPG, and then we moved on to audio. And where I don't do miniature gameplay for my games, I've never had to stress about getting a virtual tabletop. Basically, the only thing I've ever needed, to be honest, was a place to maybe show some images and roll dice. That's it, right? And some file sending for the sake of character sheets. Pretty easy for me, so it's always been easy to pull off the gaming. I actually have had 4 YouTube channels, and before one got reported by people in the tabletop role-playing game hobby, false reporting, mind you, to the point that channel is now gone, I had a ton of live plays up, right? And I even had my ex of 14 years. I mean, she ran a game on there. Had some of my really good friends on there. Had some people on there that, it's just good memories. Now, all that content is gone and not there for me to show off to you. Do I still try to recruit on here? It's just, it can be really hard. And it's not because I'm failing, it's just because the group I'm trying to recruit from are anti-social nerds. Like, it's the tabletop role-playing game hobby. Like, in person, it's not an issue for me. I don't have that problem because it's just a different social dynamic in person, right? But on here, and in person, you cannot put up with shit and they'll respect that. Online, if you don't put up with shit, it's different. And the reason the nerds get this way is because I think it's poison from the whole YouTube aspect of like, look, drama between us means we can't do content together, right? And grow. Like, do you get it? Like, there's that YouTube game that gets accounted into things, and it's like, in real life, you would, like, it would be okay. People would support me cutting you off. But online, the reason why it's not okay is because potentially we can do that stream together, content together. I just don't care about that shit. I'm just like a guy from the real world, so it's like, you know the way I would boot you to the side if you said shit to me in real life? Yeah, I do the same here. And you're a stranger to me. I tell a bunch of these old nerds that there's old nerds that talk to me like I'm some guy they know. Right? Like, Condor, he cry for help. Like, you don't even know me, dude. You don't know me at all as a human being. But fair enough. You go, do the thing. Look at me in that way. I think it's all projection. Every time I've heard a guy say, I think Condor or Steven has issues, I'm like, dude, you're the old nerd that's antisocial that's living in an echo chamber. I don't know. Maybe it's you. Maybe what pisses you off is you old guys hear me say all this stuff about you and you deny it. And your rejection is to project. Right? He keeps calling us out for being in an echo chamber, and we are, and he's right. But we don't want to believe that, so we got to say, hey, it's you that has the problem, Steven. You have some social... No, dude. I'm fine. Socially, I'm a butterfly. I get along with people. It's you. Right? It's you. It really is. All the issues you try to throw at me, it's you. It's all you old nerds. You're just anti-social. Amongst each other, I get how you get along. You play a certain game, and you've worked that out. Fair enough. I just don't play the game, and you guys have waited for me to bend to that game for 4 years. And I'm not going to, and I'm never going to, because it is weird, backwards fucking behavior, my dude. Like, I'm 45, and your behavior that doesn't match the real world is really immature. It's like, I see old male nerds acting like children in the old school, and I'm like, dude, I'm 45. I have to live life like a real man. So I behave like a real man on here. And a real man wouldn't take your shit talk. Right? They cut you off. There'd be no fucking stream. Right? And anyone with any common sense knows what I'm saying is right. So, if what I'm saying is right, then the abnormal behavior is when somebody you don't know talks shit about you and you haven't blocked them. And I'm not saying censor people. Like, look, I might not want to hear from you in the comment section of one of my fucking videos. I don't want to censor you off the YouTube platform. Same thing with X. I might block you. Doesn't mean I want you booted off the platform. And you have all the right in the world to make your video about me or make your post and put an @ thing in there. You can respond anytime you want. Might not be directly in my face, but it's in a way where you can respond and you're not shut up. But I'll be honest, I'm done with the bullshit. Guys will come to me like, look, I know you're going to talk to me like I have an issue, but that's just not true. And since I've heard you idiots try to project this onto me so many times, I understand if you just try, I'm going to casually block you. Like, hey, Condor, I know you have a block. Dude, you're the one with the social issues, not me. Go get some fucking therapy, right? I'm not a loser. You are. And you know you are. Right? So let's be real in the real world. I have charisma. You don't. You're a loser. You're a fucking antisocial nerd. I'm not a loser like you. That's why I don't seem to behave like you do. Right? A big group of losers look over at a guy like me and they go like, well, he's not behaving like us. Clearly I'm not. Clearly. And guess what? Everyone on the outside of you, even other people in the hobby, think that the old school is a fucking joke and you're full of crazy people. And they're not wrong, because you don't hide your behavior when you get emotional. You show the world your deceit, especially when you come after people like me. You don't even hide what you're doing. Right? It's like, so people, over a number of years, you keep doing things in people's faces, Yeah, even the rest of the people in the hobby think you're fucking crazy. People outside of the hobby look at your part of the hobby and think you're fucking crazy. Nobody thinks you guys behave normally. So, before you worry about judging how I behave, get your shit together. Maybe socialize like proper fucking human beings in this world, and then you'll have some ground to stand on when you say there's an issue with Condor or Steven, right? Until then, I don't need a bunch of losers like you guys. Clear losers. Telling me what's up. But now, you can amongst each other. I don't care if you call me the locale, say what you want, but understand, it all stays in your bubble because nobody outside of your bubble listens to you. I don't care what you say about me. It's all going to be, what, said to people that already hate me? And that hate isn't going to change no matter what I do? So why would I care? You're all saying it amongst each other for therapy. Right? It's not like you're bringing anybody new into the picture. Let's be real. So have your fucking therapy by mouthing off at me, but I hope you guys get it. I know you're having a hard time with rejection. I think that's one of the big issues here. Recently, I've made it very clear that you're all rejected. And I get it, you're having a hard time with rejection. I'm not surprised by that either. You are old nerds, I mean, that's obvious. Okay. For everyone else, I love you. For now, take care.